All right, guys, so here's a weigh-in. Don't mind the blurring, it's just, I don't want you guys to see my silhouette. The scale is reflective. Don't mind the stain here on the scale, I just noticed that now. But I'm just showing you guys that my scale cannot be tampered with. There's no tear option or anything like that. In the back, it's just basically where you can change the unit between pounds and kg and the battery.
I'm sorry Foodie, but you're not fooling anyone with this. You don't need to tear to tamper with the scale. Holding on to something or messing with your center of gravity is enough to completely offset the results. If you're gonna lie about your weight, at least make it somewhat believable. You're not 338.2 pounds. You claimed to weigh that years ago when you looked infinitely smaller.
Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be a weigh-in and discussion kind of video, as you saw from the opening. I did say yesterday I was going to have Salah film me getting on the scale, but then I'm like, I just, sometimes he's busy and like he's not around when I want to weigh myself, or he's still sleeping, or which was the case today when I woke up. I want to weigh myself right in the morning when I wake up and, have an empty stomach, and I like to do it without any, getting all dressed up and everything, so.
Listen to all this BS. None of those things you listed is the reason why. The real reason is that you couldn't fake it convincingly while being filmed.
That's what I did. I weighed myself. I showed you the scale because I'm not gonna, I don't care what haters say about the scale. I just wanted to show you once and for all that it can't be tampered with. There's no tar option or whatever it's called. There's no setting the scale, whatever, okay? Salah does weigh himself with that scale and it's accurate for him, so that's good enough for me. If it's not good enough for my haters, I don't care, whatever, who cares? Yeah, so that's what my weigh-in is, and I'm really happy because it's going down.
That's another thing. She claims to have lost 10 kilograms during her Thailand trip. Anyone who watched that whole spectacle understands how outrageous her claim is. I made a little series of all the things she recorded herself eating in Thailand to paint a picture of just how much she managed to shovel into her mouth while being sick. It's shocking, honestly.
So in Bangkok, the last time I weighed myself was on this like weird sketchy street scale out front of 7-Eleven that you put a one baht in. That's their currency there. And it was too narrow this way, and I'm like this way. So, I had a hard time. I had to hang on to the back of the scale, but it was wavering between around 164 and 165 kg. So I'm not sure how accurate that is.
It's not at all accurate. You holding onto and leaning forward took a lot of the weight off. People don't need a physics degree to understand what she's doing, but Foodie, being Foodie, thinks her audience is dumb enough to believe her claims.
It was probably around there because that's usually my weight when I'm not doing too well. It goes up into the 60s, 160s kg. So for those of you who don't know, I think that's around 153 kg is about 339 pounds. So I'm around there, 339, 340. So what have I been doing? And I know I've been here all the time. I usually get down to the low 150s and then I go off track. So, but I have to say, guys, this time my mentality is different. Maybe this will be the time, And I'm not saying that there's not going to be ups and downs. There's definitely going to be downs. I'm sure, I'm ready for them though. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Deja vu to when she dared the cravings to come back.
I feel like I don't even want to falter right now. I don't want to binge eat. I don't want to give in. I just want to keep going and doing what I'm doing. Except last night when I was laying in bed and we were going to sleep, I kind of had this like little feeling that thinking of all the cheese in my fridge and all the food I could go eat, food I could make, whatever I have in my house, I would find something. And then I thought, no, like, no, just tell yourself no. You're not gonna. It didn't last long and it wasn't very intense, so alhamdulillah for that as well. What I'm kind of doing, I don't even want to label it. I'm just aiming for no binge eating, like eating less, I guess. I'm not totally depriving myself, although I haven't eaten any junk food. I still have my one chocolate bar. The other one was finished over a few days.
One day. She ate it in one day.
So this one is still there. I haven't had any yet. Haven't been craving chocolate. The formula I've been doing is eating 3 meals and 1 snack. So at night, like when we watch a movie together, I'll usually have like a small miniature size bag of potato chips.
So you're eating junk too then? She's sitting here lying every other sentence.
And I've only been drinking water, no diet soda, no regular soda. I've been eating satiating meals, and I've been eating in between those meals. Like sometimes I like to include some fruit. So sorry, I've been eating 3 meals, 1 like kind of junky snack at night, just a small one. And I have some fruit. Like if I'm really, you know, craving something sweet, or I'm kind of hungry in between, I'll have like some fruit, you know. So I have a lot of fruit, grapes, banana, which is nice because the bananas are not going to go bad. I'm not going to have to like chuck them in the bin. I hate wasting food. It really makes me feel bad. So yeah, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to have for lunch today. I'm gonna put a bit of hot sauce. So I have here some tuna with some mayo, yellow mustard, a whole bunch of fresh dill, I love it, black pepper, and I'm gonna put a bit of hot sauce on there. By the way, this is my hot sauce. There's still plenty. And we're gonna mix that. I gave my cat a little bit because yesterday she guilt tripped me. I don't give her much, just a little bit. Okay, so we have some tuna. I have some of this stuff here left over. So it's like a mixture of cucumber, parsley, tomato, red onion, and this like feta cheese mixture. I have some pita chips. And I've been eating this. This is like one of my favorite things. It's so good. So I just kind of take the veggies and like that and beauty bite. Bismillah. So for breakfast, I've had, usually what I've been having is just like I had today, a slice of multigrain toast, and I put a little bit of butter on it. I put some scrambled egg with cheese on it, and I made some homemade potatoes. That's all I had. And then I had a bit of mango. Now I'm having this. For dinner, I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna make, but I took out some ground beef, and I'm thinking that I'm going to make meatballs, like kofta, and eat it with like rice or something like that and some salad. So yeah, I'm just trying to eat, you know, like a normie when it comes to food. Basically somebody whose hormones work properly when it comes to, you know, hunger regulation, somebody who's not obsessed with food, doesn't have an issue with food addiction, food eating disorder, somebody who just can eat just to live and, you know, is moderate about their pleasure with food.
Sorry to interrupt the pity party, but Foodie needs to understand that it's incredibly hard to empathize with someone who monetizes their addictions. Even with all the nasty things she has done, that alone makes it very difficult for me to sympathize with her.
We do have the treadmill coming. We're not going to put it in the bedroom because if we wait for the bedroom to be cleared out, like, never going to happen. So we just don't have like, we don't have storage or closets here. So the spare room is kind of where we keep our things. So I'm going to, Salah's going to rearrange the couches in the living room, and we plan on putting the treadmill here facing the ocean so that I can face the ocean when I'm using the treadmill. So that's the plan. So that will be coming soon. Then I plan on moving more when that comes. I didn't want to incorporate too much exercise right now because I don't want to get overwhelmed with the new lifestyle change. I'm trying to do kind of like one change at a time kind of thing. And then I'll incorporate like more of an exercise routine in the future, and it will probably be like, instead of doing 30 minutes all at once, I'll probably break it up into like sections because that's just so much easier. But I've been doing like, you know, vigorous housework, cleaning things I never really cleaned before, you know, trying to keep the home really clean, cleaning a lot of the kitchen because I've been cooking more. Yeah, so I just wanted to update you guys with that. I will keep regular updates throughout. I did do an accountability cheese check last night on my live stream, showing all the cheese I had left, which was quite a bit. Barely made a dent in that big order of cheese. That's about it, I guess. I just wanted to give you a weigh-in update, and I hope you're all doing very well. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna eat my lunch. Bye, guys.